Hello and welcome to Finextra. I'm Emily Horler and I'm here with Craig Ramsay of HSBC, and we're at Next Gen Banking London 2017. Thank you very much for joining me.
Thank you very much, Emily, for inviting me.
Can regulatory or legal frameworks keep up with the pace of technology advancements within fintech?
Well, I think what's interesting is everybody concentrates on the technology when they talk about fintechs and companies, and I almost think technology has now been proven. We understand what can be done, but it's now the legal and the regulatory environment that has to keep pace of what the new technologies are coming with. If you look at it, I think domestically it's relatively easy to say that this is going to happen, and I think Singapore, India and UK are really leading the way in how that is working. But it's when it comes to a regional level, when it comes to a global level, that's really where the questions still exist.
So how long will we be talking about distributed ledger, cloud, APIs, AI, biometrics? And is the next thing already coming?
Well, again, this is a very interesting thing that APIs have been around for a long, long time. So has cloud. It's just we're now using those expressions. I think they're here. Artificial intelligence, biometrics is now being used by companies. They can see the value of it and they're actually using that to be more efficient internally and also improve the client experience. Distributed ledger is the one that's still out there and still being talked about, and I think that's going to take time. Over the next 2 or 3 years, you need other companies to join companies to do distributed ledger properly. That's not yet proven. So next 3 or 4 years, distributed ledger might come to fruition. Finally, what's next? I love the thing to think about the expression where we're using virtual reality. It's starting to come in from a consumer perspective. People are really using it. I could see that being the next big thing, and soon we won't need a computer. We'll just have our Oculus goggles on, interacting. We won't actually have to be here physically. You can be interviewing me from one location and I'll be on my virtual reality in the other location.
Will challenges to the incumbent banks really be able to make a material dent over the next coming years with fintechs and new technologies?
We talk about challenger banks all the time and we talk about fintechs all the time. I think you need to look at it in two ways. There's the retail space, and retail challenger banks are starting to enter the market. Clearly the millennials love it, they interact, but it's the millennials who will grow the challenger banks over time. Unfortunately, my mum, my dad, they don't use the technology in the same way the millennials do. They're never going to go to a challenger bank, so it's going to take time because you're growing from a very small base. From a corporate world, though, a challenger bank has got an even harder job to actually break into the corporate market. And I think here you'll see the incumbent banks continue to actually keep a market share. They'll actually start working with the fintechs. You see that again more and more about having fintechs and corporate banks do things together, and that will then actually develop and you'll see partnerships explode.
Craig, thank you very much.
It's a pleasure, Emily. Thank you very much.
And thank you for watching.